My name is Elya. I'm the founder of Corra, and I just graduated from Techstars Atlanta here in 2024. I created Corra because I was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, POTS, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, and a few other autoimmune conditions. And when you have poor health or any condition, you find that often that tends to spiral and you develop comorbidities. And for me, they became chronic to the point where I was having infections nonstop and my body was unable to fight anything off, and I had to be placed on daily antibiotics. I was becoming incredibly ill. They were making me feel horrible, and I was developing antibiotic resistance. So slowly, the infections were coming back despite being on antibiotics daily, and my doctors had no solutions for me. I had two little kids that I wasn't able to care for well, and I didn't know how much time I was going to have left. I just felt like my days were numbered, and I didn't know which day I was going to wake up and have an infection or a symptom that we couldn't manage. That would be the last one, you know? My first thought was, let me see what's out there. I knew exactly what I needed. I needed something that would help me identify what in my life, I'm not going to cure my genes, but what in my life can I adjust to improve my health, right? If I can cut out any additional triggers, then I could maybe give my body a fighting chance, was the hope. So I started by scouring the internet and the app store and every article I could get my hands on and research journals and all sorts of things to try to find a product that existed that already did this. Because in this age of technology, this seems like a really obvious thing to have out there. And nothing existed. I found two apps that were similar to what I was looking for, and both dramatically fell short of what I needed. And it was incredibly frustrated. And it was almost a place of defiance and anger that I said, you know what, I'll do it myself. I'll create my own answer. And that's just where Corra started. We created a company that revolutionizes how we interpret and understand health in general. So it's a revolutionary approach to healthcare that uses a machine learning algorithm that we created to give insights back to the individual on what may be positively or negatively impacting their health. Corra sounds like it's been around for a while. You know, we established it in 2020, but the first few years of the company were really focused on survival. I was trying to get this company off the ground while being in and out of urgent care, ER, bed rest, just utter chaos. I was so sick. And so the focus was just, how do I get answers about my own health so that I can survive? And as those first few correlations started coming in, and I started adjusting my lifestyle with the help of my app, and I started to improve, I not only improved my health and felt like I could be a more engaged mom and have all these parts of my life come back to me, but it also gave me the energy to be an actual CEO. And that's when I was like, well, we can really make something of this. This is hugely needed. This is going to be the face of medicine. Like, this is inevitable, and I want to be the one to do it. And that is when I decided, no, it's time to pursue an accelerator and really get some help and advice and make sure that I do it the right way, make as few mistakes as possible. I chose Techstars because they really felt like the accelerator, the company that prioritized the person, and they really believed in creating successful founders. While they believed in your company and your vision and what you were doing, they were selecting individuals to join accelerators rather than ideas. And I loved that. So that's why I chose Techstars. I had the opportunity to go through both a Techstars pre-accelerator and a Techstars accelerator. And I think that was just a huge blessing. I'm really glad I got to go through both because they're different. They bring different opportunities, different connections. Joining Techstars and getting access to this incredible mentor pool of individuals who are not only experts in their fields and experts in the areas that you need help with, but also who completely adhere to the Techstars motto of give first and are willing to give you their time, their energy, their resources, their connections, and check in on you and help you. And okay, well, what's the next step? It's like expanding your team exponentially with this mentor pool. And that for me was phenomenal. The whole Techstars accelerator that I loved were the classes. Techstars is bringing together, again, experts in these fields, people that you would never have access to without Techstars, and introducing you to them, not only introducing you to them, but giving you access to them for conversations. It's not just a class. It's not just, hey, I'm here for an hour to teach you about this field that I'm knowledgeable in, but also let's have a conversation. Well, what are you working on specifically? How can I help you? How can I assist you? And there's CEOs and investors and VCs that are willing to give you their time and again be part of your journey long after the 1 hour class that they teach. And I think that's incredible. One of the things that I think is most powerful is that I came into this not knowing how to pursue fundraising. It was a very new world for me, and something that's really prioritized in the classes and in the conversations and with your MD and with your investment principal and all of that is how to pursue fundraising, right? I was really taught, what does a good round look like? What would good terms be? What are things that you should avoid? What are red flags? What are things that you should look for? What are things that you should say or not say? How do you make sure that you get an investor interested? How do you make sure you don't scare them off? There's just so much to know. It's a very intricate world. And so learning about the fundraising process and how to best approach it was incredibly impactful. Following my Techstars Accelerator, the Techstars investment team reached out. They connected me with multiple investors that just helped really open the world of investment to me and helped me structure my pre-seed round. We're about to close our pre-seed round. We're moving into our next phase. It's just been a really exciting time since graduating Techstars. For new founders, I would highly recommend focusing on relationships. For me, I picture the relationships as really the foundation of my business. The more relationships and connections you have, the more people you have to support you and uplift you and help you. And with that, I personally have a motto, and I think Techstars does too, of really giving back. I think the more you give, the more you're going to get back is really the foundation of that. And that is the number one thing I'd recommend to new founders. I'm really excited to share that we are actually about to make a B2B pivot, and we are working on developing this B2B platform. That is a huge shift for Corra. Our current platform will exist and will continue to serve all of the customers that we've acquired there, but this is going to give us access to take this incredible program we've built directly to the medical providers and senior living facilities and these other industries that have expressed a lot of interest in what we've built. I really do believe we're going to be changing the face of medicine, and I'm excited to announce that we will be opening our seed round probably in about 3 months or so. So always open to investor connections. I love to build those relationships over time. It takes time to get to know investors. I think it goes both ways. They want to get to know you. You want to get to know them. You want to make sure they're the right person for your company. Not all money is good money. So I think it's great to have the opportunity to take that slow, make those connections, get to know, the VC teams or the angels or whoever will be coming on board, and really establish a solid relationship moving into our seed round.